Good afternoon. I've ventured out over the border into Cornwall today. I was a bit worried about the weather because back in Exeter it was cloudy, not very nice. The forecast for where I was coming was clouds and sun. I've arrived and there's more sun than clouds, so it's really good. Looks really windy out as well, but nice weather. So anyway, I've come to Crackington Haven, which is on the North Cornwall coast. Absolutely beautiful part of the coastline, North Cornwall. I love it. It's sort of in between Port Isaac and Bude, along there in between. I'm in the car park actually in Crackington Haven, and I'm gonna sort of head off both ways. Basically the southwest coast path runs from here or through here along the coast. I'm gonna head up towards Bude a little bit first probably, and then I'm gonna also head down the coast path in the direction of Port Isaac, ending back here for probably sunset shot on the beach here. So I'm really looking forward to this afternoon. It should be good. It is, what time is it? It's 10 to 2 in the afternoon. So I've got a good few hours here, 4 hours. I think the sunset is approximately 6:20, 6:30, something like that. Tips, if ever you're coming to the coast, a few things you want to check. Obviously depending on when you're coming, what you're coming for would be sunrise times, sunset times, but do make sure you check the tide times. That's really important. You don't want to get trapped at all, is the main thing. But also what I do, because I was called out once, is if you're coming to a place where you think you're going to have to park in a car park, try and either A, know how much it's going to cost you, bit of research, or B, just make sure you've got plenty of change to park. I've been called out on that before, so I'll make sure I do that now as part of my checks. You want to, like I say, make sure a few things, checklist, tide times, sunrise, sunset, car park charges, obviously get your route sorted. That's it, and obviously look on the photographer's ephemeris. Anyway, Google it. Fantastic tool. I've got it on my phone as well. There's you can use it on your browser, on your computer as well, just so you know where the sun's going to be at times, all that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm just having a coffee before I head out, so I will catch up with you shortly out on the southwest coast path. See you in a bit. I've made it up onto the headland up above Crackington Haven. Amazing view up here, so you can see all the way down and all the way up the coast this way. And if I just walk up here, you'll be able to see an amazing view along the other coast in the other direction. It's going to get windy here. I'll just spin you around to have a look. I've come down onto the beach to check out some compositions for when the sun starts going down. Just been over on those rocks behind me having a look and shooting off a few shots just with my circular polarizer on. The tide's still coming in. As soon as the tide starts going out, there's definitely a location I'm going to look at over the rocks over there for a nice long exposure. And there's also a little stream that leads out, which I'm going to look at for leading line as well. It's coming up to 5:15. I think high tide was 5:50, so I've got a little while to wait. Right, I'm just going to have a quick wander around, check out what compositions I can get in about 35-40 minutes, and then I'm just going to go and grab a coffee before I come back down. See you in a bit. Hi, I'm struggling here really. Sun's going down behind me there, so it's not really in view where I actually want to take the photo. I'm going to move down a little bit in a minute. Trouble is, this tide's still in quite far, so it's not going well. The GoPro is just pretty much every video I take, it's giving me an SD card error, which is why I switched to the iPhone. So apologies about that. Been very frustrating. There's no cloud over there at all. You probably can't see that. Can't get the composition I want. Not going well. Anyway, the sun's nearly down, so I'm going to try and move into position a little bit. I'm going to have to sign off from the video so I can try and get into position. Catch up with you in a minute. I've just come over to take a long exposure from here. The sun's gone down. It's a good job I've got my wellies on. I would have got my feet wet again. So anyway, just trying a 45-second exposure. Got my 10 stop on, F11. I got changed to F10 actually. So let's have a look, see what that was like. A little bit too dark. I'm going to go to F11. Go one more. See how that goes. I'll do a video when I'm at home about all my frustrations that have happened today. I think what I'm going to do on the end of my videos as well is do a lesson learned on certain times where I have actually learned something, which might not be every time. So anyway, I'm going to finish up here with a long exposure from here, see what this will give me, and then I've got about an hour, 15-minute drive home. So I'm going to leave you there, finish up with this shot, head back to the car and head back home. So I'll catch up with you later. Oh, hi, I'm back. Crackington Haven, North Cornwall coast, fantastic location, but not a great afternoon for me really. A few problems. Very windy was the first thing. As I mentioned in the video, and also, as I mentioned in the video, no cloud cover there at the end of the day, which would have added a bit of interest in the sky, maybe a bit of colour on them. But the biggest frustration of the day was memory card failure on the GoPro. When I headed off left on the coast path first, up towards Port Heiser, I made quite a long video when I was walking up and then walking back down to the high point, which failed on the memory card. That was the first point I noticed the memory card failures, and I didn't walk all the way back up and recorded again, and then throughout the day, God, I don't know, probably every second bit of video I tried to record had a failure, and also anytime I went over maybe 20 seconds I'd get a failure, and the memory card was only probably about a month old, something like that. Anyway, so that was really frustrating for me, really annoying. Spoiled it a little bit for me, but there you go, we come across these problems. So, lesson learned for me from that was have a spare backup card for the GoPro. I obviously have spare cards, spare batteries and all that for the camera, but never thought about it before for the GoPro for videoing. So that's a lesson learned on this, and I take a spare card with me now. Well, anyway, I'd like to finish off with thank you for watching. Been great to have you along as always. They're going to keep coming. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already to stay in touch with all the videos I do. Plenty more locations planned and more on the way. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you again soon.